When his 6-year-old grandson was killed in the Sandy Hook tragedy, a grandfather dumped his retirement into developing gun safety technology in honor of his lost grandson. CNN's Lori Siegel sat down with the entrepreneur about his mission to save lives.
The Sandy Hook massacre left 26 dead. One of the victims, first grader Ben Wheeler.
It was full of life. I mean, he had energy that was just beyond belief.
Now Ben's grandfather, Carmen, is on a mission to build gun safety technology to honor his grandson.
It's really my attempt to, memorialize his history.
After losing Ben, Carmen had a chance meeting with a man who shares the first name of his lost grandson.
I do believe in divine intervention, and I thought my Benny introduced me to this Ben.
Ben Tome had a family member who was killed in a gun accident. He's building technology to keep weapons out of the wrong hands.
In the U.S., there's 80 million households that own guns. And the statistics say that 22 to 42% of those households have a loaded unsecured firearm in them.
The technology, a biometric locking station for guns. It can only be unlocked by a fingerprint.
It's designed to deter. It's designed to prevent access instantaneously.
Ben and Carmen's mission for safe gun technology is also shared by Silicon Valley heavyweights.
I do think it's high time that the tech industry step in and use innovation to go solve yet another big problem that exists in society.
Investor Ron Conway, along with entrepreneur Jim Pitko, have launched the Smart Tech Challenges Foundation, encouraging entrepreneurs to build technology that makes guns safer.
What we want to come out with is an equivalent of a seatbelt safety device for authentication of guns.
The foundation will award $1 million in funding for ideas that could potentially save a life. Carmen and Ben have applied. It's an uphill battle. Carmen struggles with the loss of his grandson every day, but the entrepreneur is determined to match Ben's energy.
His energy was, like I said, full on or off. There was nothing in between. I don't think he ever learned to walk. He just ran from one place to another.
When you describe him like that, one of the first things that comes to my mind is entrepreneur.
Well, I always said, and my daughter has mentioned a couple of times, I said, Ben is going to create great things. I just thought it would be while he was alive.
A grandfather's mission for his grandson's legacy.
Oh my gosh. Well, CNN Money Tech correspondent Lori Siegel is here with me. What are some of the challenges of launching some of these gun safety technology programs?
You know, a lot of folks are trying to build this kind of technology out, but it's expensive. Investors are a little bit cautious about funding this. It's also controversial. Not everybody's on board. But I got to tell you, Don, when you speak to Carmen, who's the grandfather there, he told me, he said, Ben's biggest issue leading up to the day of the Sandy Hook massacre was he was trying to figure out how to tie his shoe. And you hear the emotion in his voice, and you just get the idea that he's going to do whatever it takes to build out some kind of technology to make the world a little bit safer.
He's established an online funding campaign, correct?
He has. Because it's difficult to get funding for this, he has a crowdsourcing campaign online on Indiegogo. It's called A Grandfather's Hope. He's hoping to raise $100,000 in 40 days. It won't be easy, but he's really determined to do it, so you can go online and check it out.
All right, Lori Siegel, thank you very much. We appreciate that.